Hello there and welcome back. Today we're going to learn something new. I created a new project in a new class and I wrote down some code. As you remember, this gray code is not actually code. These are just comments for us to see, but the program ignores all of those lines. So I put those two backslashes and it makes them comments. So we're going to learn something called order of operations. Maybe you remember this from high school. It basically means that inside an equation with operators, there's some kind of order in which they work. We're not going to do 1 plus 4 plus 5 multiplied by 3. There is some kind of order. So the order says that we have a few degrees in which we work. So the first degree are the parentheses. So first of all, the code will calculate the values inside of the parentheses. So it will make, this will become 9. And then it will come here and it will calculate this part. So this will become 1. Because 3 divided by 2 is 1. And because it's an integer, there won't be any fractions, only 1. And then we have 9 here and 1 here, so let's make it a little easier. Let's just put 9 here and 1 here, so we can see it better. And then it will start from left to right. This is always the order, from left to right. And it will go to the second degree, which is multiplier, divider, and the modulus. So we have a plus here, but although it's on the left side, it will first do the multiplier and then the modulus, and only then it will come to the plus because the plus is on the third degree. So there's like a level of importance. So then it will do 9 times 1, which will be 9, of course. And then 9 modulus 5 will be 4 because 5 enters into 9 and we have 4 leftovers. And then it will come, all of this will become 4 and we will do 1 plus 4 and the result will be 5. We can also run the program to see. You see 5. No, you see 5. Yeah. Now we have this second equation, and here we don't have any parentheses, so it can be a little confusing, but again, we just stick to the rules. We start from left to right, but we only start at the second degree. See multiplier, divider, and modulus. So we come here, that's the first one. We multiply 5 by 3, and it becomes 15. Then we divide 15 by 2, and it becomes 7. It's 7.5, but because it's an integer, it ignores the fraction, so it will be 7. And then we take 7 and we do 7 modulus 5. So 5 enters 7, and there's 2 leftovers. And then all of this is actually 2 now. And then we do 2 plus 4, or actually 1 plus 4, it's 5, and then 5 plus 2, it will be 7. And we see here 7. So what I did here, if you don't understand it, I just did the system out print. I put the first price, which is this equation, plus just empty double quotes. So I actually made a string here inside. And then the second price. So actually I made all of this a string and not some kind of equation. Because if I'm taking this and deleting it, the result will be different. It will be 12. Because then it's not displaying the price and the second price. It displays the result of this equation, and it will be 7 plus 5, and it shows us 12. So we need to remember these stuff, but it's good because we always have the option to check the result. And it's not like a test or something, so we can always use the program to check the program itself. Okay? And that's it. We learned the order of operations because usually it won't be this long. It's just an example to make it a little more complicated. But if you understand those principles, then you know exactly what to do when you meet something like this. Okay, let's move on. So now we're going to learn something that is very common in Java. We use it a lot in the code. It's something called the if statement. The if statement is something we can use to check a condition and then to do something we want if that condition is met or if it's not met. Yeah. So let's do a little example because I don't want to give you a lot of theory and a lot of information. I want you to see it exactly in front of you. So let's create a small program. Let's see if the user is a minor or an adult. So let's create a variable. Let's call it int user age. And we don't know the age, okay? Again, it's an integer because age cannot be half. It can be, but we are not interested in the half. We're just interested in the full age. Okay, so we're creating a scanner, of course, because we need a scanner. Let's call it just scanner S. As I told you, you can call it the way you want. Scanner, what did I do here? Yeah, scanner S. Now the scanner is S. That's his name. And we're going to do something. S out. We're going to ask the user, please enter your age. And then we can take this and copy it here, because then he will put his age, and we created the variable to contain his age. Take this and we say S, because that's the name of our scanner. Next, int. So now when the user enters his age, it goes into user age. Okay, and now we're going to move this here. Okay, so the user entered his name, and we got his name. Now we want to check if he's a minor or an adult. So usually, I don't know in your country, but in my country, someone who is under 18 is a minor, and over 18, he is an adult. So if we want to decide whether he is an adult or a minor, we need to have a condition. We need to tell the program that, okay, I need to check if it's something, then do something, and if it's something else, do something else. So inside this if statement, we have the if word, and then inside those parentheses, we're going to put user age small of 18. So what we actually said is we are going to check if the user age is smaller than 18. But we're not actually checking if the user age is smaller than 18. We're actually checking if this statement is true. And if this statement is true, then all of the code that will be here will be executed. So we're checking to see if this statement is true. We're not checking to see if username is under 18, because it can be, we're just checking if it's true. So if the person enters his age, okay, let's just see it. S out, you are a minor, okay? You can't drink beer. Okay? So now we said if the age is under 18, you will execute this code, and inside we have this print, you're a minor, you can drink. Okay? So we're checking if this is true. So let's just run it. Okay? And now we have here, please enter your age. So I'm writing down 12 and enter. And then we have, you're a minor, you can drink beer. So let's write what will happen if this is not true. Let's say system out. You can drink beer. So if this is true, it will execute this line of code. And now we're running the program again. Enter your age, 12. But we see that now it printed both of the lines. Because this is true, it finished the code. And then it goes here and it prints this out also. Although so we have to do something about it. Because if this is true, it prints this. If it's not true, then it skips over this code and it goes here. But now both of them are actually true because we don't have any condition here, and we have both of them on the screen. So we don't want this to happen. So the thing we can use is called else. Else is also a tool that comes with if, and it actually says, if this is true, print this. Everything else, print whatever is inside of this block. So if it's not under 18, it means it's over 18. So print this. And then the code finishes and there's nothing else to write here. So if this is true, it will print this out. If this is not true, it will print this out. And we can see it here. Again, 12, you're a minor, you can drink beer. And that's it. It skipped this part and it went to the end of the program or to any code that was. So it's important to do it because otherwise it just won't make sense, the program. Of course, we can put any condition we want over here. We can do username equals to 18. So we check if the user age is equals to 18. And you see now here, this is something new because if we put just the equal sign, there will be a problem. Because equal actually means that 18 is assigned to user age. But this is the way to check if something actually equals in its value to the other one. You put two equal signs, okay? So there are all kinds of conditional formats that we can use to check many things, but this is just to know the way we are using the if. And we will learn more about the if statement in the next lesson. We will expand our knowledge. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to see the next video and hit the like button. And any question you have, I will be answering it. So please post it in the comments. And thank you for watching. May the force be with you.